Good day to you all examination officers of the University of Education, Winneba. I must commend you for the good work you are doing with respect to the handling of student records in your various departments. I am Humphrey A.K. Pufa, an instructional technologist with the Student Records Office, Division of Academic Affairs, University of Education, Winneba. I have produced a simplified instructional video on how to generate broadsheets. As we are all aware, broadsheet is the approved format for the presentation of the academic records of students before they are given the nod for graduation by the academic board. Faculty examination officers were previously tasked to generate broadsheets for onward discussion at the academic board. We as Student Records Office are however of the view that department exam officers should equally benefit from the generation of broadsheets at the department level. Broadsheets should not only be generated when it is almost time for graduation, but ideally on semester basis, because it helps to identify records with problems on a semester by semester basis. The video will not only teach you how to generate broadsheets, but also highlight the new features in the broadsheet program. To be able to generate a broadsheet, you go to File. You go to File Maker Pro Advanced and select File Graduation Module. That's the most updated file for the generation of broadsheet. Now it will take us onto the logon page where you have to type in your OSIS username and your password. So I simply key in my OSIS username and my password, and I click on login. This takes you directly to the select group page. Now the select group page here has a number of fields. I'll walk you through them. We have the program, we have the date of completion, entry level, current level, semester, and a report type. By default, it displays broadsheet as a report type. Now, for the purpose of the generation of broadsheet, we should be interested in only two fields, that's the program and the date of completion. Now, with respect to the program, all you simply do is to click here. You have a drop-down menu that displays all the programs we have in the university. But when it comes to the date of completion, you also click here. You have the various date of completion. If for one reason or the other you don't find the date of completion you're looking for, you can type it in. But take note, as you can see from here, that the date of completion is just the first three alphabets of the month followed by the year. So take it out, I'm the exam officer for Social Studies Education. I want to generate a broadsheet for Social Studies Education students who are due to graduate in July 2017. I simply come here and I scroll down to look for BA Social Studies Education, which is right here. I'll select that, and the date of completion is July 2017, which is June 2017. So we see June here 2017. Alright, and then you simply click on display. Now broadsheet will tell you the number of records it has found with respect to the BA Social Studies Education program and those who are to graduate in July 2017. It's telling us that we have 257 records found, and it's asking, do you want to process the records? We simply click on OK. Here it might take a little longer because these are 257 records, quite huge, and if your internet connectivity is not so good, it takes longer for it to process the data. Now I'm going to throw more light also on a new feature in the FileMaker program, which has to do with holding the records, passing the records, generating the broadsheet, coming back to hold the records, and then you'll be able to see those score sheets that have been published and those that have not been unpublished. This is a very new feature in the program, and you need to pay special attention to it, because you hold the records first, you pass them, generate a broadsheet, come back to the records, and hold them again. This is the new feature in the FileMaker program. So it is about to display, and then we would then tell it that we want to do the program auditing. You do that under program auditing, where you have to hold the records, pass the records, generate the broadsheet, hold the records again. That is done under program auditing, which should be displaying any moment from now. You can see how slow it is. My connectivity, it could be better than it is now, but you can see how long it's taking to generate just a single broadsheet. We are hoping that with time, exam officers will get access to Mac laptops and desktops, which are relatively faster when it comes to the generation of broadsheets. And we also, for the time being, we advise exam officers to generate their broadsheets early enough. So we're advising that if you can generate it on every semester, that wouldn't be bad. I mean, the time that score sheets have been published and all, you can just generate a broadsheet and see the records that have problems. If you really do that meticulously semester by semester, when it gets to the graduation period, all your level 400s will have clean records, or even those who will not have clean records will have issues that you can justify, and that will make it easier for your HOD when he or she is presenting at academic board with respect to students who've met the requirements for graduation for that particular year. So it is still generating, and have the patience. It calls for a lot of patience. That's why you have to generate it early enough. If you don't generate it early enough and it's at a very nick of time, you will feel depressed, because much as you want it to generate fast for you, it's taking its own time to generate, but it should be done any moment. Okay, records remaining to update, still going. Okay, now it takes us to the reports page. Now here we can generate broadsheet, which is here. We have the graduation list, program auditings, class statistics, export data to Excel, and the query. I indicated that we have to hold the records, parse them, generate the broadsheet, come back and hold the records, and we do that under program auditing. So click on program auditing. It will ask us for the minimum credits that are supposed to be met before graduation. For most departments it's 144, so I'm going to use that as a default minimum credit for graduation. So it is here 144, and I click on OK. It also takes a little more time to generate. Good. Now before us here we have the records, all the 257 records. Now we are going to select all of them, parse them, generate a broadsheet, come back here and hold the records. If we don't do that, next time you want to generate broadsheet, if you pass them without coming back to hold the records, the next time you want to generate broadsheet, it will tell you no records found for this particular program and year of completion. So just like we're having our emails, you have a checkbox here. As soon as you check it, it selects all the records. So I simply check that box, and I'm expecting to select all the records. Okay, you can see that all the records have been checked, all the 257 records. I'm scrolling to the bottom to be sure that they've all been selected. Yes, they have all been selected. So I simply come and click on Pass Selected, and you can see the barrels moving down. It's passing them, and as soon as it's done, it will give a message that all the selected records have been passed. Then we can go ahead and generate the broadsheet. All selected students passed. I simply click on OK, and I go to menu. Now when we go to menu, we are going straight forward to generate a broadsheet, which is over here. So we click on broadsheet, and as soon as we click on broadsheet, we have to indicate the minimum credits for graduation, which is 144. So I'm going to maintain this, and I click on OK. So our broadsheet is about being generated, almost getting to the final stage. Okay, so that is a broadsheet before us. You see University of Education, Winneba, Faculty of Social Science Education, records with problems. So all these, what it means is that all the 257 students have records with their problems. It's possible that I'm not surprised it's showing this anyway, because you know the level 400s have this pre-internship, post-internship, project works and all that, which are yet to be keyed in. So I'm not surprised it's showing records with problems. Now let me walk you through a few of the features here. This is for navigating between the pages. Currently it's on page 1, as you can see. If I click this, it takes me to page 2, 3, till the more you click, the further it takes you with respect to the pages. So I don't know, I think this should be about, if we have 257 records, I think it should be about 8 pages or more. It's more than 8. This page 9. Ooh, page 10. 11, 12, and counting, 13, 14 and counting, 15, 16 and counting. Okay, now to the middle here we have save as PDF. You're done generating the broadsheet and you don't have a printer directly connected to your machine, but you need to keep a copy of this broadsheet. You can save it as PDF by simply clicking here. It opens a dialog box where you can indicate the location you want the PDF file to be saved at. The file name is also here. You can type in the file name you want to give it and then you click on save. Alternatively, if you have a printer directly connected to your laptop or desktop, all you simply do is to click on print and it will print it out for you. Now let me walk you through the errors. You're saying there are records with problems, so let's see what are the problems with these records. Now you can see here that some results have not been published. That's the problem, one of the identified problems. Now if you go further, this is on semester basis, so we have semester 1 all the way up to the 8th semester. Semester 1, for instance, with respect to Dankwa Benis Dakwa, semester 1 is okay, semester 2 is okay, 3 is okay, 4 no records with problems, 5, 6. But when you get to the 7th semester, papers on hold, GPD 471SS is an IC. And where is this score sheet located? It's at the department. And who is it with? CK Ingasu. Then we have GPD 472SS. It's an IC. Where is it located? It's at the department. And who is it with? CK Ingasu. When we come to the 8th semester too, we have EDP 481SS. It's an IC. It's with a department. No lecture has been assigned. SSE 481 is also an IC. It's with a department. No lecture has been assigned. SSE 5 is an IC. It's with a department. No lecture has been assigned. And you realize there's the same thing. It's running through for all the records or all the students. So, but for these identified issues, all these would have been complete records, meaning they've all met the requirements. But for these ICs, which have to be cleared before these people can move from records with problems to complete records. And as I indicated earlier, I'm not surprised we have these ICs here because these are level 400s, and I know they are here to do their post-internship seminars, the project works, and even the courses they are doing this current semester. That is their final semester. Obviously, they are here to write exams, so that explains why semester 8 is all appearing IC, and semester 7 has some 2 ICs. Now let me walk you through a little summary we have. It's a footnote at the bottom of the page. Here we have PN. PN simply means page number. It's to help you to keep track of your document. So this is page number 16, which corresponds to the page number we have up here. And then the date, today is February 19, 2017. And then we have the program, BASTE, that's BASSTE, that's Bachelor of Science Social Studies Education. And the year of graduation, or the date of completion, is July 2017. And then we have to the right here the minimum credit I use, that is 144. So this is just to summarize for you to know what you keyed in and for this broadsheet to be generated. So when you're done with the generation of the broadsheet, we have to come and click on continue here, and don't forget we go back and hold the records. So we click on continue, come back to program auditing, we'll select all the records again. Okay, the minimum credit, as I selected earlier, 144, so I click on OK. Then I'm going to select all the records, hold them, so I select all the records. Okay, it's selecting. So all records selected, and I click on hold selected. You can see it, it's holding them. You can see it moving down. It's going. So when it's done holding the records, I go back to menu and then I can exit. So all selected students held. Perfect. Click on OK. Then we go to menu and we are back here. If for one reason or the other you need to generate broadsheets for another program, you simply click on the query here. It will take you back to the select group page. You can select the other program you want to generate a broadsheet and go through the process. Thank you for making time to listen to me and watch this instructional video. Once again, as I indicated, I'm Humphrey A.K. Pufa, an instructional technologist with the Student Records Office, Division of Academic Affairs, University of Education, Winnipeg. Should you have any concerns, any clarifications, feel free to contact me on 0200 723073. My email address is hakpufaa at uew.edu.gh. Thank you.